בסדר גטו.
Had to get up at 4:30 this morning to catch a flight to Juneau, Alaska, where it's been over a decade since a Moyl has paid a visit to a bris.
There are many easier ways to do something like this. But my comment to Jill is like, look, if I don't want some doctor to do this in front of a crowd who's going to get nervous, who's used to doing it alone. I want to have a public ceremony, so I need a Moyl, and I want a real Moyl. And what I would say to Jill is, I want someone with a beard and a hat, who really knows what he's doing, who does this, so that there's no problems and no questions. So if in fact it hasn't been done in a few years around here, that didn't concern me one way or the other. I was just happy to be able to do it.
Yeah,
and
made sense to me too. And we've really never taken the easy way out of anything, as you could probably see all around you here.
But we do make the best bagels in the state of Alaska, which says something, I suppose.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to take your baby after I do that blessing. I'll tell you when. And I'm going to ask you whether you're prepared to do this yourself, because you're required to do it.
Right.
And you're going to publicly appoint me, or not.
Okay.
You know, that's, you know.
Right. Hey, give me the knife. Right.
Okay, well, and I will.
So I will say, no, I would like to
Okay, and then you just hand me the baby, and I'll put him down, or I'll just have you put the baby down on the pillow. Then you'll go around there without falling off the edge there. That's my only concern. And you'll be behind here.
Okay.
The Sondics could be holding the baby.
That would be
right here.
She's going to be sitting here. Okay.
Right? Yeah. And you're going to reach over and keep your finger in his mouth.
So she's over here from the beginning, waiting while the other things happen.
Now the trick is, and it's very important, he's going to pay attention to what I'm doing. I want him to pay attention to what you're doing.
Him, the baby.
The baby.
Right.
So I want you to go like this. I want you to go like this. Not like this, because they won't notice it. You got to give a little like this on his cheek.
On his cheek?
To get him to suck. Okay. Once he latches on, great.
I can't believe you got Elvis in the picture.
It's great.
Perfect.
This is right. You know.
Yeah. What more could you ask for?
This is a once-in-a-lifetime bris. You have to, not just Juno, but Elvis. You know. I follow Chassid custom, and during the actual bris, you close your eyes and you pray for the well-being of the child, or you pray for the well-being of a loved one, or you pray for yourself if you need a little extra attention. The idea is if you're just watching, you're watching a procedure. But if you close your eyes and you pray for the well-being of a loved one, you're spiritually connecting yourself to what we're doing. Another nice thing to do is to sing Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hanavi. If you know it, sing it really loudly. If you don't know it, look around, see someone who looks like they do know it, get close to them and hum along. I want to feel, the louder you sing it, the calmer the parents. Bris Kodesh, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu ha'milah. Amen.
Okay, is it great?
Stop crying once I get him out. Ema, where's the mom? We need a finger in his mouth for the time being.
I was actually amazed by my own emotions because I'm not that emotional as a person. Like, things just kind of pass over me, and it takes a lot for me to get upset. But I couldn't believe the overwhelming feeling of emotion I was having, and just I was tortured by the idea that this was happening to my son in a way that I never thought I would ever feel.
I did not want to be the first male person in 4,000 years in my family to not do this. That's too much of a burden for me and too much of a burden for this kid. If we weren't Jewish, we probably wouldn't have circumcised, but that's not of issue. We are Jewish, and this is what our tribe does. It's a fairly simple commandment. God asked Abraham to do this, sign of the covenant and so forth, and I'm prepared to accept that as its word.
But I missed the cut. He pointed me at the little prayer. It says, "Ken, read your prayer." And I looked down this way, and I read my couple of lines, and by the time I read it, the job was done. Right? Yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't have to watch the cut.
You're fast. But now, do you have like a little tool that clamps and holds the
It grabs the skin, and then I just cut the skin off.
right on?
Yeah, it was like a little slitty thing that like had pulled up the skin, and there was like the skin was all bunched together out here, and the penis was protected behind it.
Right.
And then it was, I imagine,
but the
it's
head's
kind of
still there.
the head's behind it, and the skin's it pushes the skin all in front of the head.
Right.
So like you could just kind of.
I mean, I hate to ask, how many of these have you done?
I do 1 or 2 a week.
Yeah.
So, and I've been doing these for about 16 years.
Wow.
Is there a lot of training involved? Because I'm looking to change careers. I'm not having much luck protecting the environment, so.
It just looked intense,
It built like when you get the whole crowd singing, it really gets a vibe going in the room. That's when you want to do it.
emotion with that. It was
Right.
nice.
That was good.
And then boom, it's done. It's like, oh, he's putting the diaper back on. It must be finished. Hey!
Guys, it was a
look
long
here.
kind of process, and then we watched every
I got a
step of
foreskin
it.
in my pocket.
There's a wonderful custom that you bury the foreskin under the roots of a tree. And then when the child is ready for marriage, the chuppah, the marriage canopy, is decorated with the leaves and branches from the tree where the foreskin was buried. And what's neat about it is that it grounds the child in a manner in which they know where they started. That they just didn't start anywhere. There was a place on this earth where they began.